An engaged public is critical to democracy and to everything else, and I think the thing that people should be engaged most about is children and making sure that they are doing what they can to give kids a better life.
She is a force of nature, and she's very hard to deny. And through that persistence, stubbornness perhaps, but passion ultimately, she's been able to push forward issues that have benefited children and youth.
Shelly and PCCY have worked on every issue that impacts kids here. I think especially about their program to stop lead poisoning, ensuring that kids have access to health insurance in Philadelphia, and of course fighting for fair funding for public schools. Those are all huge issues that she's been really dedicated to for a long time.
Virtually every child in Pennsylvania can get accessible, affordable health insurance. Shelly's fought for that for years.
Her commitment to having children have access to the arts, the Picasso Project, I mean, that's absolutely critical. It's something that is so important for kids to have, and something that Shelly has advocated through PCCY. The ability for children to have adequate eye care. You know, the Children's Sight Program that allows kids to have free eyeglasses and free examinations. Thousands of kids have benefited from that.
Full-day kindergarten is now a tradition in Philadelphia, and children can count on full-day kindergarten largely because of Shelly and the partners she enlisted.
There are lots of groups that work on it. I've been lucky enough to in many ways be like a spearhead for it. Our job is to make you and you and you feel that's important and join in asking for it and asking for it and asking for it.
Shelly has worked on issues year after year after year. She's here as politicians have come and gone, and she doesn't forget, and she doesn't give up. And I think that's another secret to her success.
All of us have to get engaged in making a significant difference in the lives of children. Understanding what public policy is doing and not doing, understanding that most of our kids don't have decent child care, that most of our kids are not getting the education they need, that too many kids are hungry, that too many kids don't have health care. If we could get together and say these things are important, we should be doing something about them, then, and if I can play a role in getting people to think like that, that seems to me to be a really great opportunity.
She's a tough lady and a determined lady, but she really laces her advocacy with good humor. So when she went to Harrisburg a couple of years ago to make sure that the message to our legislature was you have to stay strong for kids when you're crafting your budget, she took along a case of cans of Popeye spinach, and she handed them out to legislators saying, "Stay strong for kids, here's your spinach."
To me, I found it inspiring. Whenever she would lobby me, I'd come away saying, gosh, we got to do this.
She motivates people to do something for kids. And at the end of every speech, every presentation Shelly ever makes, or anything she ever writes, the tagline will always be, do something good for a child today.
I want to thank Shelly for really being a torchbearer and for leading the way for a lot of people who are now dedicating their professional lives to helping children and families.
When you secure a better future for children, you also secure a better future for the city. And she has done all of that.
She gets children. She understands their needs, she understands their vulnerability, she understands their parents, and she understands that we as members of society have a responsibility to the next generation.
It's the combination of this passion, compassion, toughness, and just plain ability, but always willing to give other people credit, work collaboratively. She's the full package.
How much better would this world be if everybody gave into the instinct they have? They have that instinct. They ought to give into it and just do a little bit more each time for kids, and that would make a difference.